Now look, I'm not a very clever person, do you know what I mean? In school, I thought teachers were my enemy. It's only now I've realised that some of them were having just as much of a laugh as we were, but we were too stupid to get their jokes. I bumped into my old science teacher recently at a funeral. Tiernan. Tom Tiernan. Do you remember the day I sent you down to Miss Quinn's room looking for her fallopian tube? And the big innocent 12-year-old head and you're so delighted to be sent on a message. I'll go ask her now, sir. Coming back a few minutes later, she says she's using it, sir. She's more than one, Tom. Ask her again. Okay, sir. She says she wrapped around your fucking neck, sir. Jesus, Tom, there's worse ways to go, huh? You die with a smile on your face with Miss Quinn's tubes wrapped around your neck. So academically, I don't flourish in that environment like it. And I have questions, though, that the academics haven't provided satisfactory answers for me anyway. How come we're different colours? Look at the heads in us. Different colours. How the fuck did that happen? The academics will tell you, well, we all started off in the same place and we were the same colour. And then we moved to different parts of the world. And the part of the world that you went to made you the colour you are. Huh? So that makes no fucking sense at all. If that was true then, it's true now. Nowadays, could you take a tribe of undisturbed Africans and put them on an uninhabited island off the west coast of Ireland, and eventually they'd fuck themselves red-headed and freckled? Is that... Of course. Of course.
You can't send your kids to school anyway. School is a bad idea. It's just a way of controlling children. Where is the best place to sit in school? In the corner, beside the radiator. Looking out the window. And what would you be looking at? Fuck all. But you knew there was more wisdom out there than inside in the room, didn't you? The teacher would spot you. Tiernan, are you paying attention? And you'd reply, yes, sir, but not to you. My own school days were horrific in a sense because I knew that every time I went home from school, I'd end up fighting with my mother. I have no fucking idea why. This heightened, hysterical fucking hawk of a woman. I had a 4-mile walk home from school, uphill, the National Library of Ireland on my back. I'd get into the kitchen, I'd just drop it. She'd hop out of a fucking cupboard. Ah! Don't throw your back on the floor! How many times have I told you not to throw your back on the floor? Don't fuck with me, Tom. Because I'll kill you. I will fucking kill you. And if the police come round, I say I never saw you before in my life. Your dinner. Ha 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 ha. You'll be fucking lucky. Don't ever fucking look at me again. How was school? How come they never bring anybody home? Is it because you think I'm mental? I'll fucking show you mental. Ah! Do you remember listening to your parents argue at night? Up in the kitchen, all you'd hear is your mother's voice. Hey, you're a winner, fella. I don't live a And you're lying in bed thinking, Daddy, fucking say something, will you please? Give me a role model, give me something to hang on to. Eventually, 4 hours later, you hear followed by Do you remember listening to your parents make love at night? Is there anything as fucking hideous? Every Friday night it happened in our house. Mommy and Daddy would go out for a few drinks. They were in the room next to mine, and about 1:15 I'd hear it kick off. The Spring Symphony. On and on and on and on. 3 hours later, your father too drunk to come, still fucking... You're waiting for the bed to die. You're hoping for the flat line. You're lying in the next room going, for fuck's sake! I have soccer training in the morning! I need some sleep! You're thinking, what can I do to hurry things up? So you think to yourself, maybe if I gave Daddy a few words of encouragement. So you start shouting, go on, Daddy! Drive her like you stole her! You're a horse of a man, Daddy, you're a horse. You have to give your mother some encouragement as well, don't you? Lift your hips, Mammy, lift your hips. You're a goddess in the dark. Of course, women need to be appreciated more. Women want romance, and you deserve it, lads. You deserve to be swept off your fucking feet. But we don't know how to do it, we feel stupid. Make a fucking hymns of it. I wanna take you to the island and trace your footprints in the sand. She's only 4 toes. Like. I nearly went the other way, you know. Not the way you're thinking now. I nearly abandoned women's. When I was 17 years of age, I applied for the priesthood. And they're all set to have me. Till me leave and search results come out. And I said, we're grand. Imagine that. Too thick to be a fucking priest, like. And there's some thick ones in it. You have to go to study theology in minute for 7 years, you see, so you can learn about transubstantiation, the mysteries of the Trinity, how 1 and 3 is 1. And what fucking use is that to people? Jesus didn't even bother with that shite. He told stories, and they killed him because he was shit. A huge crowd would gather round, not unlike this evening. I kind of am a priest. And they'd say, What's God like? Jesus go, I'll tell you what he's like. This fella had 2 sons. One was grand, one was a cunt. And one day, the cunt fucked off and left the grand lad to do all the work. And he never complained, he just fucking did it. And years later, who comes back? The cunt. Without a word of explanation. And the father goes mad and throws a big party for him. And the grand lad says, hang on a fucking second here. I've been bursting my balls for God knows how long, and he never done nothing for me. How come? Daddy says, well, you were here the whole time. He's only in the door. And Jesus said, that's what God is like. He fucked off to the next town, and the people were left saying, I have no fucking idea what that story's about. Does anybody? What the fuck is he trying to say? It's okay to be a cunt as long as you come home in the end. If I was a priest, I'd learn magic. Because that's what priests are supposed to be. Drug taking, shape shifting, astral travelling, magic cunts. If I was a priest, I'd be rising lambs out of the chalice. At funerals, I'd be cutting the coffins in half. Pulling Holy Communion out from behind your ear. Look what I found. Where the hell am I? We are a country full of lunatics.